Hey guys, Dave, Northeast Edible. Had a couple people ask me about wood chips and kind of where I source my wood chips and what I think about and what goes into selecting wood chips and purchasing wood chips. So long story short is I get wood chips and basically as much as I want from a couple local tree services. One I know is an organic tree service called Organic Plant Care, right down the road from me. It's I know the owner, I know a couple of the guys, and basically I tell them, hey, I don't want anything that's really infested with anything, and I'll take basically any wood. So right there is mostly some pine, a little bit of cedar, and some oak, and you can see that's probably one truckload right there, and that was what's left of a smaller truckload right to your left there. But basically I can get as much free wood chips from them as I want. I also get some hardwood logs if you scroll over here. But yeah, so one of the things is that's my firewood stand. Basically we're pulling that out. We're gonna put some fruit in there shortly, and some other veggies and stuff from the garden, from the orchard. So kind of multi-purpose deal. So what you're looking at here is this is probably 20 yards. I think they have a 25-yard truck, so maybe a little bit more. And they'll fill that thing up and they'll dump it whenever they text me and say, hey Dave, we got a load. And I say, all right, sounds good, we're ready. Basically right under that is millings for part of it. Some of it's grass. We got some stone here. Basically the only thing they look for is a solid surface. So if it's kind of wet, you can see there's a lot of stone under here, so it's pretty solid. And some of this I've just thrown some extra millings and some extra stone on the ground, and some of it's basically just hardened from a couple years of them backing up and dropping chips. But just wanted to show you what goes into getting free chips. You need a space to get it. You need to contact a tree service, and that's kind of it. So if you have a room to drop a truck, so what we do is basically driveway, they back up. You can see it actually poured last night, so there's a little bit of a rut there, which is totally fine. They said they were fine. They had no problems. They hit stone right there, and then they backed up further. But basically I throw the cinder blocks there to show them the first time where to drop it, and I just kind of left them. But basically they pull in, back up, drop him, and then pull back out and pull out of the driveway. So as long as you have a spot, this isn't a huge spot. It's probably 30 by 50 or 30 by 30. And then the wood is obviously a little bigger spot, but we'll be splitting that up pretty soon once things settle down this spring. We're just into June and we're kind of finally starting to settle down, so we'll be cutting that stuff up. And some of those are real big. That one came from another tree service. My buddy at the organic tree service knows not to give me stuff that big, so that'll be a little bit of time. But anyway, just wanted to show you it's all free material. I'll be splitting this stuff up this summer, and probably sell it next not this winter but the following, or burn it in the house. So free chips, free wood. Basically just have to haul it and do the splitting of the cutting, and then the splitting of the rounds. So Dave, Northeast Edible, just finding resources in my local area where tree service guys were looking to unload them, and I've got a spot to dump them, and I can certainly use them around my fruit trees and around my garden area and around some of my edible landscaping. So think about it. If you have the opportunity to get some free chips, make sure they're not contaminated with any pests or any diseases, and make sure you have a spot to dump them, and try to make friends with a couple tree services around your area. And if you're en route from one of their locations or one of their ways going back to the shop, they might dump off a load of chips just like this. So Dave, Northeast Edible, have any questions, shoot them over. Subscribe to the email list, northeastediblenursery.com, northeastedible.com. We're kind of a work in progress merging those two, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks guys, have a great day.